Okay, good to see you've all rocked up. Especially you, Franco. Good to see you again. Get out of speak, Franco.
Hello.
Okay, so here's the first example they talk about. They say a sample of cans of peaches was taken from a warehouse and the contents of each one weighed. Now, if you are selling peaches and you sell people a short weight of them or you underweigh them, you can be fined because you're ripping someone off. Okay, so they would take a sample of those things and have a look. It says the sample mean was 486 grams with a standard deviation of 6. Okay, now when you buy a can of peaches, I normally look for about 440 gram cans. I don't know how big the cans are, but you might, if it's a 440 gram can, they all fit the bill, so they're okay. But if it's a 480 gram can, most of them fit the bill, but some are short on peaches. If it's a 468 gram can, almost all of them fit the bill, but some are a bit short. Now you can still be fined for having some a bit short. Okay, now let's see where it goes. It says, how many between 480 and 486? Now, this is obviously the mean, and the mean is mu for mean. Okay, just remember that symbol, mu for mean. Mu for mean. Okay, and the standard deviation is 6. That means if you add 6 to it, you get 492. If you add 6 to that, you get 498. If you add 6 to that, you get 504. So that's 1 standard deviation, 2 standard deviations, 3 standard deviations. Going back the other way, you take 6 away, 486, take 6 is 480, that's 1 standard deviation. Take another 6, 474 is another standard deviation the other way. 468 is 3 standard deviations the other way. So it says, how many cans between 480 and 486? Well, you look at that and you go, that's 1 standard deviation, and that's 34.13%. So that's 34.13%. Now, just out of interest, if you tested 1,000 cans, that means 34.1 over 100, that's 34.1%, times the 1,000 cans, cancel, 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 that means 341 cans will be between 480 grams and 486 grams. Now the next part of the question says how many have got more than 492 grams in them? Now that's in the 2 standard deviation section, the 3 standard deviation section, and basically that 4th group there. So you look at those percentages, it's 13.59, 2.15, 0.13. Okay, and if you add all them up, you get 15% of them are more than that. So again, if you were testing 1,000 cans, and if you're in business, you would choose a sample to test, okay? And what kind of testing would this be? Would you weigh the whole can, or would you open up 1,000 cans of peaches and weigh what's inside? What do you reckon?
Weigh the whole can.
You'd weigh the whole can because you'd already know the weight of an empty can, yeah. So you already know the weight of an empty can. So this is non-destructive testing. Once this video is off, I'll tell you an interesting story. Okay, so anyway, this will be 15.87 over 100, cancel, cancel, so that's 158.7. Okay, there's one more little thing to do with this, but